All right, watch.
Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now am found. Was blind, but now I see.
'Twas grace that taught my heart to fear, and grace my fears relieved. I once was lost, but now am found. Was blind, but now I see. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now am found. Was blind, but now I see.
Was blind, but now I see.
Shoot, we didn't practice that part.
Just the last line.
So like,
Blind, but now I see. Was
okay, now I get it. Huh? Yeah, that was good. That was just we never because we never sang it before. That's why. So my timing was off. But that song or what we just did was good. That was good. That was good. Okay. Yeah, echo. What's good, King? I know what. I bet. Let's do it.
when night has fallen, when fear is calming, still you're calling me. When faith is lost, my hope exhausted, you will be my strength. When my mind says I'm not good enough, God, you're enough for me. I decided I'm not giving up. You won't give up on me. You won't give up on me. Your love is holding on and it won't let go. I feel it breaking out like an echo. Your love is holding on and Now there's no stopping what you have started until it is complete. When my mind says I'm not good enough, God, you're enough for me. Yeah, I decided I'm not giving up. You won't give up on me. You won't give up on me. Your love is holding on and it won't let go. I feel it breaking out like an echo. Your love is holding on and it won't let go. I feel it breaking out like an echo, echo in my soul. Soul, echo in my soul. Soul. I won't clap your hands. When my mind says I'm not good enough, God, you're enough for me. Yeah, I've decided I'm not giving up. So you won't give up on me. You won't give up on me. When mind says I'm not good enough, God, you're enough for me. Yeah, I decided I'm not giving up. You won't give up on me. You won't give up on me. Your love is holding on and it won't let go. I feel it breaking out like an echo. Your love is holding on and it won't let go. I feel it breaking out, breaking out. Woo! Your love is holding on and it won't let go. I feel it breaking out like an echo. Your love is holding on and it won't let go. I feel it breaking out like an echo, echo in my soul. Soul, echo in my soul. Soul, echo in my soul. Soul.
Were we not doing it another time?
Do you think it'd be better to do it one more time?
Yeah.
I was feeling
So
so.
one more, just vocals.
So twice, just vocals.
I think it would be good.
I think like one more time. Or it should be like the instruments, right? The first time, second time is like hand claps. Or yeah, drums, and then maybe we can do the hand clap, and then the third time just acapella.
That sounds good. So wait, is it like this? Do you mean one time, or like both?
Both.
Okay, so the full post chorus you do it once, with all the instruments. Second post chorus we do it just drum.
Just drums and like, oh, I get them to clap.
Yeah, and the last
And
post
then
chorus
just like,
just
just vocals. Yeah.
oh, okay. Yeah,
Let's try that. Let's try that. Let's try that.
You guys bored? All of you? Oh, you're all sitting together right now. The line was pretty good. Okay, good. As long as you're
You'll play twice. All right. Okay.
ready.
All right. That's good.
Yeah.
All right.
You'll break now.
Oh, what time is it?
No. Wait, what?
Oh, sorry.
What are we
I thought-
practicing?
We're just gonna do that post chorus, the final post chorus.
I feel like breaking now. Or just echo in my.
Yeah, let's just do it, the echo of my soul. All right, I'll count 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Echo in my soul. Soul. Echo in my soul. Oh.
soul. Soul, echo in my soul. Soul.
Yeah, I like that.
That was good.
I like that's good. I like that was good. That was good. All right, sweet. You know at the time.
It's 3:54.
I think unless you guys want to go, we're gonna pray at 4. But is there anything you want to flesh out before we stop? Doing I think the prayer. Oh, the prayer.
The player. 6 minutes.
Well, is there anything we want to go over real quick? You guys good?
I see. Amazing grace.
This first like line. Yeah, this first line.
Like that? Okay. You want to practice Amazing Grace real quick? That first line? Just like that intro to. Yeah, the first line, basically.
Maybe I'll sing it high. I'll probably do that.
Yeah, you just try intro. Yeah. Just first line. Yeah. Alright.
Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved. That was good. That was good.
Yeah.
One more time.
Alright, one more.
Just make sure.
Just to make sure it wasn't.
Just get it drilled. Ingrained. Say moo. Our lead usher. Guiding the people to the land of Canaan.
Not the land of Canaan. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved.
Like me.
Huh?
Can all staff and volunteers gather to the front for prayer? All staff and volunteers to the front.
right. Good afternoon, brothers and sisters. If you're just coming in, welcome, welcome. We're just going to give a 5-minute warning before we start. So just take time to get settled, sit down, and yeah, just feel the presence of God. We'll be starting in 5 minutes. All right. Good afternoon, brothers and sisters. How's everyone doing today? Awesome. Good to hear. It's favorite time of the week. So glad you all can make it. So we're going to begin our service now. If I can everyone rise to their feet. So we're going to start our service with some singing, songs of worship. Song's going to be Take Me Through the Doorway. Follow it with all your heart. There's joy for all to share. Take me through the doorway. Lead me to the land where Father's love is flowing freely. Children hand in hand. Take me to the doorway. Lead me to the land where Father's love is flowing freely. Children take me through the doorway. Take me through the doorway. Lead me to the land where Father's love is flowing freely. Children one more time. Take me through the doorway. Lead me to the land where Father's love is flowing freely. Children where Father's love is flowing freely. Children hand in hand. Woo. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Set the tone, set the mood. I feel great. Hope you guys feel great too. Welcome to our Sunday service, Capital Family Church. Hope you guys have an amazing week. Start to your week. And, if it was a little shaky, it's okay. Because today is going to get this whole week started off right. Amen. All right. So, if this is your first time here, welcome. We're the Capital Family Church, contemporary Christian ministry founded by Reverend Sun Myung Moon, Dr. Hak Jahan Moon, centering on building blessed true family centered on true love. And so, to begin our service, we're going to welcome up a brother for our opening prayer. Let's welcome Washington Hunter.
Please join me in prayer. Dear Heavenly Parent, thank you so much for this beautiful day we have today. Thank you so much for this beautiful crowd. As it grows and the energy grows, I feel something. We all feel a nice spirit, and we want to welcome you in here to really celebrate together our life of faith and to really receive this new message coming up. And thank you so much for this beautiful crowd. And let's get started and kicked off to a great energy. And thank you so much for everyone here. I'm going to report this in my name, Washington Hunter, son of Alec and Toyoka Hunter, blessed Central family. Aju.
Thank you, Washington. Thank you for opening prayer. All right. So, as I mentioned, that we want to, as the Capital Family Church, we center a lot about families and how we can be able to keep that standard of being the family school of love, not just in our own families, but in this community as well. So we share this family pledge starting our service. So we're going to share this all together. So family pledge number 4. 시작. Our family, the owner of Chono Guk, pledges to build the universal family encompassing heaven and earth, which is the Heavenly Parent's ideal of creation, and perfect the world of freedom, peace, unity, and happiness by centering on true love. True. Hopefully that we can keep that in our hearts as we go throughout this week, of course. So we also want to be able to, again, substantiate that love of our families, their brothers and sisters. But before we do that amongst here, we want to be able to say hello to our brothers and sisters on the live stream. We can't forget about them, right? So we got this camera over here to my right. So we're going to say, good afternoon, family, on 3. 1, 2, 3. Good afternoon, family. Woo! Hope you guys have an amazing day as well. But we're going to go into our meet and greet now, share some love to our brothers and sisters. And our question is, what is something that you're grateful for this week? Let's share that with our brothers and sisters. What is something that you're grateful for this week? Take a couple minutes to do that. I'm actually really grateful to play.
Yeah, I like practice.
Yeah. Food? I'm so hungry right now.
Food is love.
Dinner after.
Happy Sunday? Or what's
I ate breakfast really late. Lunch and came around and I was like, just like a turnaround. Now I wish I did. I should have ate
What I got you.
Wow.
Did you go outside today?
maybe that little table on the bench, like grab some like benches. I found a couple good stuff.
That's
It had like teriyaki
over there. A little less
right. Thank you everyone for congregating. I feel a lot of love from you guys. But if you guys can wrap up your conversations or you can continue during dinner time, we'll have that amazing fellowship then. But we're going to continue with our service, our program. So we got go back to our seats and be ready to receive our message that's coming up. All right. So I'm going to invite up the band back up here. And we're going to go into our next song. It's called Seasons by Hillsong Worship. And yeah, it's a fitting time, especially that we're going into the new season or we're already in spring. But be able to share that with our, brothers and sisters. So I hope you enjoy it.
Like the frost on the rose, winter comes for us all. Oh, how nature acquaints us with the nature of patience. Like a seed in the snow, I've been buried to grow. For your promise is loyal, from sea to sequoia. I know, though the winter is long, even richer the harvest it brings. Though my waiting prolongs, even greater your promise for me like a seed. I believe that my season will come. Lord, I think of your love like the low winter sun. As I gaze, I am blinded in the light of your brightness, like a fire to the snow. I'm renewed in your warmth. Melt the ice of this wild soul till the barren is beautiful. And I know, though the winter is long, even richer the harvest it brings. Though my waiting prolongs, even greater your promise for me like a seed. I believe that my season will come. I can see the promise, I can see the future. You're the God of seasons, I'm just in the winter. If all I know of harvest is that it's worth my patience, and if you're not done working, God, I'm not done waiting. You can see my promise even in the winter, 'cause you're the God of greatness, even in a manger. For all I know of seasons is that you take your time. You could have saved us in a second. Instead you sent a child. Though the winter is long, even richer the harvest it brings. Though my waiting prolongs, even greater your promise like a seed you were sown for the sake of us all. From Bethlehem soil grew Calvary sequoia. Oh. Thank you.
All right. Let's give it a round of applause to our band, our young adult band. Thank you to our band. Yes, you guys can go on this side. Yeah, the song, I just learned it recently, but it made me think a lot about, just how much, I guess, the winter season made me reflect on, it was kind of a rough winter for me. A lot of adjusting and, it's cold, tribulations, that's what we associate winter with. Well, the seasons, there's always going to be a spring. And now we're going to spring, and I feel a lot of blessings are going to come our way. So, with that, thank you. That's my mini message for today. Thank you. No, I'm just kidding. So, I'm not going to be giving the message, unfortunately, but we got an amazing brother that will, and his title is The Second Gen Playbook. I was like, whoa, that's catchy. And I'm excited to see what he talks about, what God will speak through him. So we can get a round of applause to our amazing brother, King Mazungu.
Should extend. Yeah, extended it. Okay, good. Yeah. All right. Hello, everybody. My name is King. That picture you saw earlier, I don't know where they got that picture from, but anyways, yeah. So my name is King. I'm a second generation blessed child, and I mean, really all that means is like I am the child of somebody who joined the church, right? So, yes, and got blessed, of course, right? So I did 1 year of GPA, and I've been involved in youth ministry for a couple years now, and apparently I'm the youth ministry co-director. Like I didn't know I had a title, but I'll take it, But I'm grateful to be here today to share thoughts. This is my first sermon. So the title of my sermon today is The Second Gen Playbook, right? And, as second generation unificationists, we often struggle with this feeling of, like, who are we? Like, we struggle to find our identity and, like, our purpose in our lives, right? And we often feel like we're living double lives, right? And in the time that I've done youth ministry, I've come to find in my interactions with my younger brothers and sisters that, this is a very common feeling. A lot of us, really struggle with the idea of God and don't know who God is. And, and I mean, this is like a general thing that we see in the world today, right? But I believe that we can find our way through following a playbook, right? I watch a lot of sports, so I thought that playbook was nice, and like Nathan said, it's kind of catchy, right? But, it's a set of strategies that'll help us navigate, right? And, navigate life's challenges and, fulfill our total potential, right? So, I want it to be a playbook, right? Oh, sorry. Sorry, give me a second, right? So yeah, the need for a playbook arises because, so many young people in our communities are, unsure of their purpose in their lives, right? As second generation members, it's crucial that we understand our identity and the purpose to fulfill the vision that like true parents had for us, right? Unfortunately, society provides a playbook that completely contradicts the vision that, true parents give for us, that divine principle has for us, and the plan that, God has for our lives, right? It's a playbook, society gives us a playbook that values material success, right? Social status and like personal pleasures over God. And it's our schools, it's our friends, it's TV, music, celebrities, all these things are educating us on what life should be like, right? And it's completely contradicting the things that we're learning at home. It's a lot different than what we learn here at the church, right? This approach doesn't provide a solid foundation for us for our lives, right? It leaves us feeling disconnected from God. And how do you work this PowerPoint stuff? Hold on, give me a second. I'm sorry. It's interesting. Okay. Why is it changing? I'm sorry. Yeah. Wait, can I get some help? I'm sorry. It looks like I'm learning how to use technology too.
What do you want to do?
My presenter notes, how do I move down?
Yeah, so. Here.
Okay. All right, looks like technology needs to be added to the playbook too. All right. But anyways, like I said, right, this approach that society has given us to, figure out our lives, it completely contradicts what we learn here at church and what we learn at home, right? And it leaves us feeling disconnected from God, and we don't know how to face challenges and difficulties in a way that's productive and really propels our lives forward, right? And obviously, society hasn't figured it out, right? So why do we continue to follow this path, right? As second gen, as young people, even as older people, why do we continue to follow what society has laid out for us? What America says is the American dream and the way that we should live our lives? It's because it's easier to do what everybody else is doing, right? As unificationists, we have what we call the divine principle, right? And this offers a blueprint for our lives. We know that our inherent nature was to be connected to God in a very normal way. But we know that this is not the case because we had the fall, right? Since the fall happened, humanity has been completely disconnected from God, and we've lost, our way. We don't know, how to lead a fulfilling life, right? Up until today, throughout history, everybody is looking for a way to find happiness and feel fulfilled, right? And we fill this void with so many things that just aren't productive and good for us, right? This connection from God is why, this disconnection from God is why we lead our lives feeling void of meaning, right? So humanity has been searching for, and coming to its own conclusions, and about why we're here and how to find happiness, but we still haven't gotten it right. When you look at the world around us, it seems that human beings are the only beings on earth that don't fit, if you know what I mean, right? We look at the world and human beings are the only beings that just don't know what we're doing. We have to be taught everything in our lives, and we pick up everything from the people in front of us, right? From people who are also trying to figure it out at the same time, right? We don't know why we're here, right? No one has to teach a squirrel to harvest nuts. Nobody has to teach a bird to build a nest or a bee to, harvest pollen and turn it into honey. They just know how to do it. But what about us, right? Us humans were born into society, and we just have to figure it out. And it seems like we're just not in harmony at all, right? We're not in harmony with ourselves. We see a mental health crisis happening right now, where so many people are struggling with depression or any other kinds of mental illness, and it's growing every year, especially since COVID-19 happened, right? We're not at harmony with each other. We see that in 2023, we have the most divide that we've ever seen before, right? And it seems to just be getting worse and worse as time goes on. And we're also not at harmony with nature, right? If you can see it well, right? There's pollution behind these children, and it's just a bunch of trash. And we've been treating the planet very poorly, right? And I don't know if you guys have heard, but not too long ago, Joe Biden signed a bill where they called the Willow Project, where in Alaska, they're allowing to drill, I think it's 16 million tons of oil. But the reason that's bad is because it's releasing, the project is allowing about the same amount of 2 million, it's like adding 2 million gas-powered cars to the road each year, right? Adding more and more pollution. And we're already dealing with a global warming crisis, right? So there just doesn't seem to be a natural cycle with us. So many people are unhappy. We're mistreating the planet. We're mistreating each other. And we think we're advancing as a race because we have technology, right? But it's proving that even technology is, causing confusion, and we think we're having, we think life is more convenient, which it is, but it's causing, more and more issues, right? So something seems to be missing, right? So what framework can help the second generation follow? What framework can the second generation follow that'll allow us to clearly understand why it is that we're here, right? What is the vision that our parents had, true parents had, and for the blessed families, and like how can we create and live a fulfilling life? Right? So the first step is to build a relationship with God, right? We have to understand how God relates to us, right? God is the creator, the source of all things. And God never changes. God's character is absolute, unchanging, eternal, right? And he created human beings so that we could fully reflect his nature. We've read in the Bible and the divine principle that God created us in his nature, right? God created us because of love, and he lies within us, right? So you don't really see images like this used in our faith that often. But I believe that the Hindus, they got to figure it out when it comes to, what it means to, bring God into your life, right? We do too, but I just feel like it's a nice picture, right? We say, I feel like there's 4 points or 4 steps that we can, use to see God in our lives, right? The first one is to look at our religious teachers, right? We can look at Jesus, right? We can look at, any of the big figures, but most importantly, we can look at our true parents, right? Right. We see a light. Thank you. We see a light in their eyes, right? That we don't see in other people. We see this love for God, this heart for God that encourages us to live a more spiritual life. Right? We just look at what they've built. Look at the people beside you. Look at the communities that we have. Right? Just like Jesus, true Father brought a side of God that had never been seen before. Right? A new understanding. Right? We didn't think that a connection with God could have been any more intimate than what Jesus brought about. But true Father uncovered a new truth, right? We understand that God created humans to interact with him and to experience love with one another. We were God's children, and he loves us unconditionally. Right? So when we understand this, we can begin to see ourselves and others in a whole different light. Right? We'll begin to treat ourselves with a different kind of respect and treat others with a different kind of respect. Right? So we should look deeply into the words of true parents, into the divine principle, right? And the divine principle is God's story, right? All of God's hopes and dreams lie within the divine principle. Right? Another way to see God is in each other, right? Each individual person. Right? God, like I said earlier, God created each of us in his image. right? Each and every one of us. So there's more to us than just how we look and what we think, how we talk, right? There's this divine energy that we need to be able to see in ourselves and one another, right? God will often use people in our lives, friends, family, antagonists, anyone, right, to teach us something or to answer a question, right? So we need to look to our brothers and sisters to find God as well. Right? Another place is our community as a whole, right? What kind of community are we trying to create here? We're trying to create a community where God dwells all the time. This is the Christmas picture photo. It's a little blurry. I could have used a better picture, but but yeah, this is the a family where God dwells all the time, right? When I come here, I feel God, right? And I hope you do too, right? Another place that we can find God is within ourselves, right? We pray to reach the God that's already in here, right? Not out there, or, we think God is everywhere but right here, right? How can we see God in, true parents, our friends and family, our community, or anywhere else if God is not already within us, right? There's a quote that, Reverend Sun Myung Moon said, and I'll just read it out. It says, "So far in Christianity, we place God so high up in heaven and pushed man so low in hell that there has been an uncrossable gap between them. A wide and raging river has separated man from God. Men do not dare to reach out to God as a living reality. Man has been unable to realize that God is so close, so real, so approachable, that we can even dwell with him. We're supposed to be the living temples of God, yet conventional Christianity has been unable to make that a reality." Right? So we need to understand that, God is already within us, and we just need to, come to that realization, right? The key to deepening our experiences with God and is, the regular practice of spiritual disciplines like prayer, meditation, and, reading the words of God, and inviting God into everything we do, especially the things that we love to do, right? So once we feel that we have a good understanding of God, we need to make God the center of our lives, right? We need to always try to look from God's perspective. We'll begin to make decisions that are in line with his will, and we'll find that our lives are filled with purpose and meaning, right? To make God the foundation of our lives, we have to acknowledge that this is not, that we can't do everything on our own, right? God created the entire universe, right? So, do you think it's too much to ask God to help you with like a math test, or to help you get the most money out of your tax returns, or little things like that, right? These are just little funny examples, but it's true, right? Right? We must rely on God's strength to help us overcome life's challenges, right? God contains all the wonderful qualities that we want to have, right? Love, compassion, patience, tolerance, wisdom, insight, and virtually an endless list, right? And I'm sure that each and every one of us would like to manifest every one of those qualities, right? But our own reserves are much smaller than God's limitless capacity, right? When we try to run on our own power, we find that we can only do things to a certain extent, right? I would love to be as patient as God, right? The other day, I was helping my brother with his homework. Oh, man. We're at a stage where, I'm trying to help him learn how to read. And I've never taught anybody to learn to read before. But, he's trying to spell out the word spin, right? So he sounds it out perfectly, flawless execution, But then I asked him to say the word, and he says spoon. I'm like, how are you, what? And, and that goes on over and over, and then I get to a point where it's just like, oh, man, I don't know if I can do this anymore, right? Right? But, if I lean on the power of God, right, then it becomes easier. I look from God's perspective, and I realize that I was once there too, right? I was at a point where I couldn't read, and somebody had to deal with the same thing with me, right? So let me just, hold on a little longer, right? Yeah. So, taking this into consideration, why is it that I said that the playbook that society provides us with doesn't work, right? Society doesn't emphasize a life of faith, and it doesn't emphasize God, right? Not like it used to. do you know how easy it is to shake a person without a life of faith, right? How easy it is to completely take like the purpose away from their life, right? When COVID hit, thousands and thousands of entrepreneurs around the world decided that life was no longer worth living, right? Because their businesses were failing and all of, their value was put into their businesses, right? Instead of on an unshakable foundation, which is God, right? Why is it that in Korea, like so many students are struggling with, mental health issues? It's 1 in 3 students that are struggling with health issues in Seoul because of academic burden, right? And worries over their future careers, right? It's because their value doesn't come from something absolute, right? Something unchanging, something completely unshakable, which is God, right? Why is it that the divorce rate in America is skyrocketing, right? We see every year it gets higher and higher. It gets to a point where we wonder if, marriage is even possible as a nation, right? So many people are struggling with the idea that, maybe we're just not meant to be with one person forever. And that's because nobody is basing their relationship on, on something, on a foundation that's solid, rock solid, right? It's on their own power. Like I said earlier, our own reserves are so small and limited compared to God's capacity, right? So we need to, as a nation, we need to get to a point where we understand that God is the only prosperity worth having, right? So as we live our lives with God at the center, right, we'll naturally become role models, right, for others, right? And our actions will reflect our values, and we'll become people that, people love and respect no matter what we decide to do with our lives, because we're basing our entire lives on something that is, bigger than we are, so, on a power that is within everybody, but also sees the good in everybody, right? So, as second generation unificationists, we should also understand the importance of, purity until marriage, right? This is a difficult value to uphold in today's society because of our dating culture, right? Everybody thinks that you need to have a girlfriend or a boyfriend by the time you're 10, right? I remember being in middle school and people having girlfriends, and I'm just sitting there like, I'm trying to do homework, right? I don't know, right? Right. When we keep our purity, we preserve like a special different kind of intimacy for our, and prepare ourselves for a deeper and more meaningful connection with our future spouse, right? Yeah. Back when I was in high school, I would have friends who would say like, man, no, I need experience before I get a wife. Like, I don't want her to think I'm lame and all these things, right? But none of them. I mean, doesn't it make more sense to, have all your first experiences with everything you do with your spouse, and you guys, it creates like a more special intimacy, right? Yeah, right. In a committed relationship centered on God, you don't really want to get into, you don't really want to go into it with, emotional baggage and things like that from past relationships. Because if we look at society today, right? If we just look at America's dating society, dating culture, there's a lot of like comparing to past partners. There's, a lot of pressure and so many other things, right? And me personally, I'm not taking advice on relationships from, a country that's top 10 in, highest divorce rate, right? I'll look anywhere else, really, right? So, creating a model family is the next step, right? And that is a natural progression from, maintaining our purity, right? When we enter into a loving and committed marriage, we have the opportunity to create a family that reflects our values and embodies true love, right? And this means putting God at the center of your marriage and raising children to become people of faith and integrity, right? And then when we have many model families in our community, right, we'll naturally create an amazing community that, where people love and respect each other. And we have like I stated earlier, like where we have God dwelling all the time, where we can feel this happiness, and we're not looking to fill this void with false love and things that are temporary, but something that lasts and is very meaningful. And yeah, we can become like a beacon of hope and inspiration to other people. So, a second generation, we also need to be proactive and in seeking out opportunities to grow our faith, right? Both as individuals and as a community. This means attending workshops, participating in service projects, engaging in dialogues with our, and just being open to the wisdom from our first generation, right? We need to be willing to step outside our comfort zone and do things that will help us grow in our faith and understanding. And kind of to end, I'll just tell a little story that really impacted my view of God. This is me in Alaska. We had this program called Ocean Challenge. A lot of you may have heard the story already, but this story means a lot to me because it showed me that God is always willing. I mean, God is always there, right? God is always looking to help us, right? So we do a lot of fishing on Ocean Challenge, and one day, one of my friends caught a really big fish, right? And I was so jealous, I'm not gonna lie to you. I was out there catching little stuff like that fish over there. and I don't know, man, I was enraged. I was like, I'm happy for you, but inside, it's like, there's this like competitive spirit, right? But earlier that day, we had received a morning message that told us that Father really liked fishing because when he fished, he would go out and every fish that he caught would represent like a victory or an important person to the movement and things like that. And I really wanted to mirror that, right? So I decided that I'm going to start catching fish because I want the fish to represent victories in my life. And the bigger the fish, the bigger the victory will be. It's kind of an excuse to catch a really big fish. But, but that day, the next day, right, we were on the boat, and I was praying really hard. And I was just praying, like, God, I invite you, like, please catch every fish with me. And, and I was just having, I was having, like, good prayer. And I don't know, it was good, okay? And as the day progressed, I remember I got really sleepy at one point, and I didn't catch a big fish, so I was kind of bummed out. But on the last line, our captain yelled out, "Last line," and I remember waking up, and because I was sleeping in the cabin, because I was done. But I remember I got up, and then I decided to go, because it's the last line, and I was really determined, right? So I let out my hook, and then the second, like, something bites, I know this is not normal. Like, this is something crazy, right? So I start reeling, and then at this point, I'm thinking that, like, maybe my hook is just stuck at the bottom of the ocean because there's no fish that's stronger than me, like, That's how I felt, right? But, this went on for so long. And then we realized that it was a fish because, my hook was moving, right? And this was a battle for 30, 40 minutes, right? 30 and 40 minutes of pure pain, I'm telling you. Oh my God, I was ready to give up. But, there were so many times where I almost passed on the rod to somebody else. But I decided that this is a victory that I can claim, right? And I have to do this on my own, right? So, after the 30, 40 minutes, we start to see the fish. And then everybody starts screaming. I couldn't see it because I'm halfway passed out while reeling it up, right? But as I'm reeling up the fish, everybody's screaming. And then I come back to reality. I look, and I'm like, oh, my God, right? And then, you know how it goes. They gaff the fish, and then they pull it over into the boat. And it's the biggest fish I ever seen, all right? Yeah. So I beat my friend. I just want y'all to know that, right? But I did it with God, right? You know, this is a halibut, and it ended up weighing about 150 pounds. And yeah, it was a really big victory. You know, I remember I said that I prayed that like the bigger the fish, the bigger the victory in my life. And I really feel like something big is coming because of the fish, right? You know? So, you know, right? So the second gen playbook is simple, right? It's just the 3 great blessings, right? Be fruitful, multiply, and have dominion, right? It's having God at the center of every single thing I do in my life and inviting God into every activity, right? And this isn't anything new, not at all, right? It's, you know, it's just a refresher and a reminder to everyone here that, you know, we as second gen, we need support, right? We've heard that it takes a village to raise a child. And in our case, you know, it takes a community to raise second generation, right? And, you know, we need the support, love, and guidance of our elders, our parents, and our peers. And, yeah, we need to continue working together, you know, building an environment that nurtures all of our growth, right? You know, that challenges our faith and supports us as we navigate the challenges of our lives, right? And that's how, you know, the world will change, starting right here. So, thank you.
First sermon, huh? First sermon. That's a pretty good first sermon. Sounds like you've been preaching the word all your life, brother. Thank you, King. Let's give him another round of applause. Thank you for your message. Yeah. I really appreciate how, really clear and simple it made that message feel in my own life. And I think it encourages all of us here to really seek in our relationship with God every single day. No excuses. That every single day there's an experience to really feel God and invite God into our experiences and whatever that we do. So I challenge you that everything that we do going into this week, how can I invite God? Ask that question. And by the end of the week, you can experience how did I experience God this week? And hope that we can have an answer for that to share for next week. So, thank you, King, again. And now we're going to give a chance to reflect about this message, how we can go into this week, but also offer our tithings, our offerings, and we can invite up the band as well to play our offering song. So we can do that now. So the song we're going to sing is Amazing Grace, and during this time you can give us time to reflect and give your offerings.
Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now am found. Was blind, but now I see.
'Twas grace that taught my heart to fear, and grace my fears relieved. How precious did that grace appear. I see was blind, but now I see.
All right. So I just want to offer up our offerings and the service as well, so please join me in prayer. Our dearest, most beloved Heavenly Parent, your parents, this is your community here, God. This is your family. We thank you for this time, God, as we're able to reflect and really just offer up this week, God, and just sharing with you, Heavenly Parents, this time that we can be as a family. And as our brother King has really shared with us, God, that there's so much that you want to show us, Heavenly Parents, amongst all the adversities and the distractions and the confusions that are put around us, God, that your presence is still so strong, Heavenly Parents. And I hope that we can feel that going into this next week, just continuing forward in our lives of faith, God, in our relationship with you, that we can continue to be guided, that we continue to seek for you, God, understanding how we can go forward in our lives, not just on our own power, but really knowing that these challenges, that these victories are meant to be spent with you, Heavenly Parents, meant to be spent with our brothers and sisters, God. That is really a true victory, and I hope that we can really feel that going to this week, continuously inviting you, Heavenly Parents. So as we want to offer this time to you, God, offer the donations our brothers and sisters have shared, and really make this community something which you can be so proud of. So we thank you, God. Offer this time to you. I pray this in all our names. My name, Nathan, St. James, your family. Chu. Thank you. All right. So now we're going to continue to our next part, and we want to be able to again acknowledge our brothers and sisters and continuously grow in their life of faith, and especially with the EDP. It's an amazing way to continue building our life of faith. So I'm going to invite up Dr. Shiel with our presentation of our EDP completers. Let's welcome up Dr. Shiel.
Wow, what a message by King Muzungu. Let's give him a big hand one more time. Oh, 150-pound halibut. Wow, that's a record there. Thank you. We're going to present this. It's going to be quick, but I just want to read a Bible verse for you. You all know what day is today? What is it called? What's that? What is Palm Sunday? Yes, this is the day. Okay, so let me read, because it is important as we that we recognize this day, right? In John 12:13, say that. All right, let's see from 12. The next day, a great multitude that had come to the feast, when they heard that Jesus was coming to Jerusalem, took branches, right? It's called Palm Sunday, of palm trees, and went out to meet him and cry out, Hosanna! Blessed is he who comes in the name of the Lord, the King of Israel. Let's give a big hand to our Lord Jesus Christ for his triumphant entry into Jerusalem on this day 2,000 years ago. Thank you so much. So, as Nathan said, we want to take this opportunity to recognize those who have completed a 1-hour EDP reading 100 times for the last month. And I just want to call your name. If you are here, please come forward and receive your certificate. Bob Abendroff. All right. Congratulations. We'll take a picture. Okay. Congratulations. Next, straight quick. Diane Abendroff, of course. All right? Where's Diane? Sunday school, okay. Yeah, Bob can take for her. You already took the picture, so that's fine.
Right. Yeah, okay.
That's for Diane. Okay, all right. So he told me signs here. No? Okay. Smooth. Mayumi Kernan. Mayumi-san, yeah, let's give her a big hand. She's victorious completion of 100 times reading of EDP. Okay, yeah, let's come here. Let's take a picture. All right, congratulations. Opening. Kelly Murphy, our president of Women Federation for World Peace USA. Yeah, please. All right, congratulations. Yeah. All right. Tetsuya Nomura Jang. Tetsuya. Is Tetsuya-san here? Yes, let's give a big hand to Tetsuya. Congratulations. Thank you. All right. And of course, Young Chul Jang, his father, he's not here today, right? You can receive it for him, yeah? Yeah, he's in Korea right now, but he's also a victorious completion of, yeah. And of course, Yasuko Nomura Jang, one more time. The entire family. Congratulations. All right, Eli Grace Inuka. Eli Inuka. He's not here. Okay. All right, Yose Arakawa. Woo! Congratulations. Yeah. Woo! This one is very special. This one is very, very special. Lincoln Ngoma. Oh my goodness. Woo! Congratulations. 100 times. Oh, okay. Wow, he even memorized the GP. Amazing. All right, how about Maria Rodriguez? Maria Rodriguez, yeah, please come forward, Maria. Let's give her a big hand. And of course, Daniel Rodriguez as well. All right, so this is for your mom, Maria. Congratulations. Yeah, yeah, and this is for Daniel. Congratulations. Yeah, please come over here. And okay, Kyoko Menelik. Kyoko-san is here. Menelik. Kyoko Menelik. I think she's not here. Okay. All right. Michio Levitt. I don't think she's here. Michio-san, maybe she's online. Michio-san, congratulations. And Toshiko Evans. Toshiko-san. Toshiko Evans. No, she's not here. Okay, let's give her a big hand. All right, congratulations to all of you. Thank you so much. Back to you, Nathan. Yeah.
Thank you, Dr. Shield. Thank you to all the EDP completers. Give another round of applause for them. And I hope more will come in the future. All right, so now we want to celebrate our fellow brothers and sisters. It's the month of April. And, March? March. Okay. All right, so I guess March birthdays as well. So we're going to... Oh, and we get my good brother Washington on the piano. We're gonna sing "Happy Birthday." Just for the month of March. Okay. So this April is March. Happy birthday, March birthdays. Okay.
All right, so we got a nice cake coming around here to the front. But we're going to start singing. So, ready, Oh, if your birthday is in March, please come to the front. We want to acknowledge you. Wow, a lot of March birthdays. All right.
Anyone else? Born in March? Okay. So, my wife also was born in March.
Yeah. All right, let us sing. Ready, Shija. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to everyone. Happy birthday to you. One more time. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, March families. Happy birthday to you. Woo! Everyone, yeah! We're gonna cut the cake now. Birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to March families. Happy birthday to you. Woo! Yeah! Now we're gonna take a picture with the March birthday people. Oh, we're gonna take a picture real quick with the March birthdays. That was good. That was good. It's just, yeah, that's good. Yeah. Give a round of applause for the March birthdays. And we'll celebrate with some amazing cake. Thank you. All right, so we're gonna go into our announcements and get an update what's happening. So this upcoming month, this is our Sunday service schedule. It's a little hectic, there'll be a lot of moving parts, but next Sunday, we're gonna have Easter Sunday. It's gonna be here at 4:30. And so is the next week. We'll be also here at the Washington Times. Our beloved Jaime Hur is going to speak at 4:30. And on the 23rd is going to be a young adult ministry service led by Gabriel Marcatelli, also 4:30. But on the 30th, the last Sunday of the month, is going to be at New Hope Academy in Landover Hills, Maryland. And that will start at 11 a.m. So all the services will start at the same time except the last Sunday of the month, and that will be at New Hope Academy. Yes. So next we got study EDP. So we just saw EDP completers. Now this is the opportunity we're going to give you so that you can complete the EDP every Wednesdays from 11 to 12 EST. And you don't even need no book is needed. You got the PowerPoint. Everything is given to you. You just got to show up and read. So you can get that. Now we got our Arise and Shine ACLC Women's Ministry Program. Next Saturday, April 8th. Doors open at 1, and the program's from 1:30 to 3:30 at the Beach Room. So that room down the hall to the right. And it'll be an amazing experience. And so next we have our Divine Principles Seminar, also next Saturday, April 8th, from 10 to 4. So we got Connor Redmond, we got Uncle Don, we got Aunt Bev speaking. I ain't trying to miss that. So I hope you guys all come to this sermon. And yes, next we're going to have this Chungshin One prayer room, and I'm going to invite Dr. Shield to give this announcement. Yes.
Yes, just very quickly. You may have heard this morning in morning devotion that Dr. Ki-Hoon Kim, who is our Chong Win-Won, is really spiritual head of our movement here in America, went to Clifton Church and they established the Chungshin One prayer hall there. Chungshin One is a special place when you go, you pray, you can feel the presence of God right away. It has established in Las Vegas, in Dallas, in Clifton. Now it's coming here. Why is it important here? Because it's the capital of America, right? This country is going in a very, very strange direction. We need really the core, like we were saying today, right? God. So by establishing Changxin Wang here, we hope and pray that we can change this nation in the right direction, right? So that's why Bishop Kim is coming here on April 22nd. So we wanted to offer a 21-day special condition to welcome him for the establishment of Changxin Wang. So every day from midnight, overcoming our sleeping desire, we want to come and pray together for maybe just 1 or 7. It might go to 10 minutes or so. We hear some testimony and pray all together for 7 minutes, midnight every day. So this is a Zoom link there. You can take a picture of that and join us. If for any reason you cannot join us at midnight, skip a meal, overcoming your eating desire, right? Something like that. We just want to really make a condition to really welcome the Changxin Wang here in Washington, D.C. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Shield. Very exciting. Hope you guys can attend. And we live in a providential place, so. And this is also another announcement for Dr. Shield, the Holy Wine Ceremony. Okay, all right, yeah, so that's going to be, we have this Holy Wine Ceremony the next Sundays, April, okay.
Yeah, I think everybody knows, I think today, right now at 6 o'clock, we are having a special grace ceremony here, the Holy Wine Ceremony. If you are part of this, please don't go anywhere. 6 o'clock, let everybody come here, sit together as a family, and the program might go maybe another 40 minutes or so, right, where we're going to really receive the special grace of that True Mother has bequeathed upon us at this time. So we'll explain what the meaning of that is. I hope that everybody who is here today has registered. If you have not registered, you can register while you're waiting for the program at 6 o'clock. Okay, we will have a link on the screen later on, a QR code you can scan and just register. Right. Yeah, thank you. So 6 o'clock today, and then we'll have also next Sunday, April 16 at 12 o'clock. We'll have also, no, not next Sunday, April 16 at 12 o'clock, 23rd, 12 o'clock, and also April 29 at 6 o'clock. So these are all the different options you have for you to participate in this special grace. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Shield. So our last announcement is we want to thank our amazing DC hospitality team, and this is the menu for today. So we can say thank you on 3. 1, 2, 3, thank you. Woo! Thank you. All right. So that's all our announcements for this week. And we're going to go into our closing song now. So everyone can rise to their feet.
When night has fallen, when fear is calming, still you're calling me. When faith is lost and our hope exhausted, you will be my strength. When my mind says I'm not good enough, God, you're enough for me. I've decided I'm not giving up. You won't give up on me. You won't give up on me. Your love is holding on and it won't let go. I feel it breaking out like an echo. Your love is holding on and it won't let go. I feel it breaking out like an echo, echo in my soul. In every season, you keep repeating promises to me. Oh, now there's no stopping what you have started until it is complete. When my mind says I'm not good enough, God, you're enough for me. Yeah, I've decided I'm not giving up. You won't give up on me. You won't give up on me. Your love is holding on and it won't let go. I feel it breaking out like an echo. Your love is holding on and it won't let go. I feel it breaking out like an echo, echo in my soul. So, echo in my soul. So, when my mind says I'm not good enough, God, you're enough for me. Yeah, I've decided I'm not giving up. You won't give up on me. You won't give up on me. When my mind says I'm not good enough, God, you're enough for me. Yeah, I've decided I'm not giving up. You won't give up on me. You won't give up on me. Your love is holding on and it won't let go. I feel it breaking out like an echo. Your love is holding on and it won't let go. I feel it breaking out, breaking out. Woo! Your love is holding on and it won't let go. I feel it breaking out like an echo. Your love is holding on and it won't let go. I feel it breaking out like an echo, echo in my soul. So, echo in my soul. So, echo in my soul. All right. So, echo in my soul. So, echo in my soul. So, echo in my soul. So, thank you. All right. Thank you to our band again. We're going to close the sermon, or the service with King. And get a closing prayer.
All right. Please bow your heads and join me in prayer. Dear our most beloved and heavenly parent, grateful for this opportunity to meet here on this Sunday, this Palm Sunday, today. Yeah, really want to thank you for your presence here as we close today's service. I really pray that my message, the Second Gen Playbook, could have come across in a way that was very simple to understand. That really all it is bringing you, God, into every aspect of our life and really centering ourselves on you, a force that is unchanging, absolute, eternal. So as we continue throughout this week, I really pray that we can continue to look back to you and invite you into everything we do. Any difficulties that we come across, that we can look to you for guidance and not lean on our own power, because our own power is so limited in comparison to yours, which is almighty and limitless. So I pour this prayer in my name.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you for today. Have a great Sunday. Hope you have a dinner and stay here for the special grace ceremony coming soon. Thank you, everyone. Have a great week.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right, so everyone, 6 o'clock, please be here 5:55. 5:55. So we can begin at 6 o'clock. Thank you.
But did you have any like potential people that you were like expecting timelines? Were there like a few you were like, maybe? No? I had a couple. I think, yeah, I did. I don't know. I don't know. I feel like it's difficult to like say for sure. But there was definitely a lot of really nice guys. So we'll see. Hopefully. I don't know if they'll like fill out the form for me either. Like, so we'll have to see if that happens. But it was definitely a good experience overall. So I'm glad I did it. But I'm so tired, bro. It was so tired. Yeah. All my thoughts were going, so I just had to get out. But yes, thank you. Oh yeah, we have to like, you know.
Need the it's not attached. You gotta, like,
Amanda, I brought a second one.
Huh? We don't need, maybe 2 speakers should be good enough. Can we have the barcode? Hey, how are you? Did Ilian talk to you yet? No?
Did who?
Ilian. Did Ilian talk to you yet? Hi.
Your bow tie.
Oh, yeah?
A little something
Thank
different.
You don't know Ilian? Our Secretary General?
No.
Oh, yeah?
You've
Oh,
definitely
yeah.
seen her face.
Maybe. She's coming.
Oh,
She's coming.
wait.
Yeah.
I do know. Yeah, she hasn't talked to me.
Okay, she'll talk to you about something. Good to see you, bro. Friend?
Yeah.
My sister was here 2 weeks ago.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I live here though.
Oh, you live here? What's your name?
Daniel.
Daniel?
Yes.
Okay, what's your sister's name?
Lisa?
Lisa. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, that's right. Remember that. Good to see you. Good to see you as well. Good to see you. Otman, can we have the barcode on the screen? That was that announcement with the holiday. It's a barcode. Hello? Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. Let me ask so are you putting it? Yeah, I think it's good to do that. I'll talk to him first. Yeah. Hey, hi. How are you? Thank you. So it's gonna be Alec Hunter. Alec Hunter. Yeah, you know him, Alec Hunter. You just write his name.
Yeah. Also, who do we have a representative?
No, but I will lead that session and I'll call a few couples to come forward.
Okay.
Because you're going to be part of that cheer, right? Your family is going to be part of the cheer, right? So then I thought at that time I can just lead the whole thing.
Okay.
And then you can be part of
Because you have to, I see. So you have to lead anyways here.
Correct, yeah. So we did it this morning, so I have an idea of...
Yeah, how was this?
That's good. Yeah. Where is the prayer?
Thank you for your names.
Oh, so you printed the certificate?
Yeah.
Who brought them?
Yoshi. I gave
okay.
it to Yoshi
Okay,
because
Yeah.
Who is reading?
Which one?
Who is reading?
Libby. Oh, from Libby. Libby Hakim. Yeah, she's a good
Both of them.
So we can do that next end of the thing. So great job.
No, there is like Pastor George Russell, he called me and he said there's like the priest